Twilight turns 20. Cast, crew, and musicians reveal untold behind-the-scenes secrets. It's been 20 years since Twilight first hit theaters, sparking a cultural phenomenon that reshaped young adult cinema, launched careers, and divided critics while enchanting millions of fans. To mark the milestone, the actors, filmmakers, and musicians who brought the saga to life are opening up about the secrets behind the cameras and the lasting impact of the franchise. Catherine Hardwicke's bold vision. Director Catherine Hardwicke, who helmed the original 2008 film, recalls working with a limited budget but endless creativity. From crafting the infamous vampire, Sparkle, seen under unpredictable Oregon skies, to using melted string cheese as a stand-in for torn flesh and fight sequences, Hardwicke's resourcefulness gave the film its distinct look. She even slipped in playful lines, like Edward's, "You better hold on tight, spider monkey," a phrase never in Stephenie Meyer's books, but now iconic among fans. Casting, chemistry, and close calls. The saga's leads, Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart, were paired during a chemistry test in Hardwicke's own bedroom. Pattinson's intensity was so overwhelming he literally rolled off the bed, convincing everyone he was the perfect Edward Cullen. But not every role was set in stone. Taylor Lautner nearly lost the part of Jacob before New Moon because producers doubted he could physically match the character's transformation. Determined, Lautner underwent grueling training, gained significant muscle, and kept the role that would define his career. On set, accidents were common. Jackson Rathbone, Jasper, suffered a concussion after being accidentally struck during a fight rehearsal, while Pattinson nearly tore a muscle on his first stunt day. The soundtrack that defined a generation. Music was central to Twilight's allure. Composer Carter Burwell's score introduced the now famous Bella's Lullaby, recorded with a London orchestra. The soundtrack also showcased contributions from the cast. Robert Pattinson performed 2 songs, Never Think and Let Me Sign, reluctantly at first, but encouraged by Hardwicke. Kristen Stewart added her touch too, suggesting Iron and Wine's Flightless Bird, American Mouth for Bella and Edward's prom dance, a moment that still resonates with fans. The soundtrack went straight to #1 on the Billboard 200, proving that Twilight's musical influence was as powerful as its visuals. On-set secrets and quirky details. Kristen Stewart wore a butt pad to protect herself during Bella's frequent slips and falls. Cast members endured uncomfortable colored contacts to match their supernatural eye colors. The horrifying animatronic baby, Chuckesmee, in Breaking Dawn was so unsettling that it was quickly abandoned in favor of CGI. New revelations 2 decades later. At a 2025 MegaCon reunion, Peter Facinelli, Carlisle Cullen, confessed that during Edward's bite scene, he whispered to Pattinson, "Rob, you're so handsome." That unscripted moment made Pattinson smile, and it stayed in the final cut. Director Bill Condon recently defended his controversial decision to include the shocking fake-out battle in Breaking Dawn Part 2, insisting it gave fans the emotional climax they deserved. Meanwhile, the cast reflects on life after Twilight. Kristen Stewart admits she crashed and burned under the pressure of the franchise's success. Robert Pattinson says people still tell him Twilight ruined vampire movies, a critique he now laughs off. Anna Kendrick often forgets she was even part of the films, joking that being outside the Twilight spotlight might have been a blessing. And Stephenie Meyer, author of the saga, has revealed she has outlined new stories in the Twilight universe, and has even considered rewriting the original books with her more seasoned skills. A legacy that still shines. From its unconventional production hacks to its unforgettable soundtrack and explosive cultural impact, Twilight remains one of the most talked-about franchises of the 21st century. 20 years later, the saga still sparkles, proving that the world will never fully let go of Bella, Edward, and the love story that changed vampire lore forever.